So you can see down there now, that was the track level, just running parallel with this. And it goes over, well, it goes under a bridge now. The next one is an underbridge. And that's located as Lordsfield Avenue. And I've seen it before. I know the remains are still there. It's all filled in. And it leads into an industrial estate on the other side. So way down there is a track bed. Here is the bridge. You can just see it there. We'll make our way along.
The foundation stone at Park Bridge was laid on the viaduct. Ceremony was performed by Lee Richmond Esquire, who was the estate manager to the Earl of Stamford and Warrington, and music was provided by the soldiers of the 96th Regiment of Foot, who only 50 years earlier had been fighting in the Napoleonic Wars, which that blows my mind, that you know, it was so close to that period of time. And after the festivities, the guests were then led down to Park Bridge for the tea party. Where banners were displayed: success to the Manchester, Sheffield and Lincolnshire Railway Company, success to the London and North Western Railway Company, and success to the Oldham, Ashton and Guybridge Junction Railway Company.
I'll just see if I can get a little bit closer for you. Just coming down the other side of the wall now. Oh, there's a few nettles and stuff here. I'm going to avoid that. There you can just about make out the top of the arch there. If I zoom in on it, it's got a metal grill over it. So that's one side of the underbridge. See what we can see from here, if anything. Can only see how well overgrown it is. Here's a nice view of the stonework for it. But across from us on this other side now is the other part of the portal. I'm going to head on over there now. I'm not going to be able to get too close at it because somebody's put a big fence in front of it. But it's still totally visible, look. Top stone there, top stone at that side. And this is just now a big industrial estate. So the line followed this industrial estate now. It goes through to Oldham Road railway station. So I will make my way around there and show you what it's like at the other side. There's no point traipsing through an industrial estate because it's just industrial buildings. I'm just coming to the end of this industrial estate now. And right over there was the site of the station. If you take a look closely, you see the retaining wall there. I think that's the original wall for the station, and the platforms would have been just in front of it. So all this industrial estate, you see all these big buildings here, all go through to that last underbridge that we went to. So this was the site of Oldham Road station, and I'm going to see if there's any evidence on the other side of the road, which I think there will be. This is a locomotive on its way to Oldham, and it's parked at Oldham Road station, and you can see the bridge in the background there. This is another view of the station, almost from the same spot. In this one you can see the dignitaries of the railway who are posing for an obvious photographic opportunity. Once a busy station, now it's a car park and it's all industrial. But I can see there in the distance there's the remains of the underbridge. So it was way down there, the station was down there, and it went underneath Oldham Road, which when I get to this T-junction, this is Oldham Road, so I went under this road and it picked up the line just running parallel with that big IKEA there. So this was where the station forecourt would have been. It's now a bit of something else. This would have been the station forecourt in the old days. We can see there's a huge bridge there, and there's a stone one there as well. So that's an indicator, and we'll see what we see when we get across this busy road. It's still an active line, this. Oh, there we go. See that? That's the main line. So this is the main Ashton to Manchester Victoria line, which, as I say, is still active. And over here, under this one, would have been the line from Oldham Road station. And I'm not sure whether it was an X crossing or not, but it went across this main line and it went across onto the other side where the IKEA is, so just a little bit past. So we can make it out somewhere. I'll just get a better vantage point. I think it would have been somewhere about this point where it crossed over. So this, the main Huddersfield, went all the way through to Manchester Victoria. And the part where it crossed was known as Ashton East Junction. So there must have been some signal box there at Ashton East Junction which controlled this crossing, because it would have been quite dangerous, an X crossing across that line. This photograph shows volumes, and it totally explains everything for me. It solves all the confusion that I had regarding the way that the locomotives entered the main line and then they went off towards Guy Bridge, and I thought it was an X crossing, but as you can clearly see on this photograph here, they're the branch line. The locomotives that's coming now towards us is one that's heading towards Oldham, and it's Old Faithful there, 67417, a frequent visitor to this line. I think it was a Gorton engine, and you'll see it's just coming off the main line and heading towards Oldham Ashton Road station. Now where the bridge is, that bridge is now gone, and you can see just beyond the bridge, that's Ashton East Junction signal box, and that was the one that operated all these lines around here. Took the Oldham Ashton Guy Bridge line through the main line and through off to the branch towards Guy Bridge and vice versa. So this just explains it all for me. It solves a lot of problems that I've had along the way. So I'm really pleased that I found this photograph. and it's all thanks to Lee. So well done, Lee, with this one. This map shows the layout of the land. This is Oldham Road here. It's the main Oldham to Ashton Road. Here we've got Oldham Road Station here, and this is the line that comes through and joins the main line here before it goes off and through the Sainsbury's and just past IKEA. So IKEA was built on this plot of land here, and here's the road up to IKEA to get into the building itself, and just past that it was where the engine branched off and went through the car park there. You'll notice the big IKEA over on the right there. So this is about the nearest I can get to Ashton East Junction. So this would be where the line crossed over. The bridge is just beyond those pile of bricks there, which you just can't make it out. So they would cross over here and then it would head off to more or less where I'm standing actually. So that's the main line there, and the line would have come over here. And this brick building right in front of me is Sainsbury's. The line actually cut straight through there, and the line went straight through Sainsbury's and curved off. So it was quite a large curve. I'm just going to make our way over to the car park and we'll see whereabouts it came out. So this is the Sainsbury's, and it would have come out at the front of Sainsbury's. We'll just go and locate the area. So the line would have come out somewhere around here, this area, and it would have curved its whole way across through this car park, and you see that big mound in the distance. It would have made its way towards that. So it would have made its way across there just before the end of that. Somewhere around this area here. And that road wouldn't have been there in the old days. That's called Sheldon Way. So it would have gone straight through there and meet up with the line. The main line is at the other end of this car park where those trees are. So I'm going to make my way up there now and show you the main line and where it met up with it. This is another vantage point now. So the line would have come out round about the end of Sainsbury's there, beginning of Marks and Spencer's, and would have come across this car park, and it would come under this mound that I'm on now, this large embankment. There's a bridge at the brow of this hill, and that is the main line. So it would meet it over on the other side of this road. So that's where I'm heading now. This is around the spot where it would have come across, and I'm at the brow of the hill now. The bridge abutment is just in front of me, and on the other side you can make out the other side of the bridge. So that's the main line, so it would have met it just over here, and that's where I'm heading. I'm now at the bridge, and you can see the main line down there, and across the road is the other side of the bridge. We move on. It may be a little bit difficult to make out here because I'm on top of a bridge, and that's where the line has just come from over there. And this bridge here, which I can't see over it unfortunately, but you can see it's massive, so it was coming in at an angle to meet up with the Ashton Moss curve which is the main line there. Actually, I've just noticed some railings at the end. I might be able to see through here. Oh, that's the main line, see, right? So it's got to be on the other side of that. There's a main line going through there now. So it would have, if you can see into the distance there, where Sainsbury's is, right, it come across there, cut that bit out, and made its way over to meet up with this line. And this is the Ashton Moss curve. I just managed to find a train going through. But you see on the other side of the bridge there, that's the other side of the bridge that carries the main line. The train has actually stopped now. So this is the Ashton Moss curve, and you see this big industrial estate. Well, the line ran down through that, probably around about this point here, which was known as Ashton Moss South Junction. It would have been known as the Denton Junction main line. So I'm going to see if I can find the remnants at the other end. I think there's still traces of the track, so I've just got to see if I can find it.